Hey brothers and sisters, I bet you're wishing there was some way to reduce disease transmission. We're here to tell you there is a way. Just put your mask on, do not delay.
Hey, Douglas County School District, welcome back to another episode of A Few Good Minutes. I'm Nate Jones.
I'm Chris Chalene. Nate, the Broncos are playing football again. Have you been watching it all?
Unfortunately, I have.
What's your breakdown? Break it down for me, Nate.
I think the only analysis I have is I think that if I watch one more game, I too might end up on injured reserve.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But I do want to give a shout out to Highlands Ranch High School graduate Mike Purcell. He's been looking really good on that defensive line so far this year, so keep it up, Mike.
He has one of the bright spots, right?
One of the bright spots.
Well, the Broncos aren't the only football team that's off to a slow start this year. Football teams across the state got off to a delay, but we got some good news last week.
Long story short, we ended up getting football approved and sideline spirit.
This adds to the fall high school sports happening already. We've got cross country, softball, tennis, and golf. Of course, with football, there will be a few changes.
Instead of going from 30-yard line to 30-yard line, the sideline's extended from 10-yard line to 10-yard line. That way the kids on the sideline can social distance. So if they're actively engaged in the game, they do not have to wear a mask. But if they're on the sideline and they're not actively engaged, then they should have their mask on.
There are, of course, other things that are going to be different too, like one-time water bottle uses and limited capacity in the stands.
Chris, last time you and I got together for A Few Good Minutes, we talked about the free lunch program that's going to continue to run through the end of December, which means your kids can still grab free lunch. I'm not part of that program for some reason. I still plan to file a grievance. But as great as this is, some principals in our district wanted to remind parents that if you were eligible for free lunch before, it's still important that you register for the program.
It's not just about meal support. We also get support in other ways. Some of our Title I or all of our Title I funding is based on the percentage of families that we have who qualify for free reduced price meals.
Huge shout out and thank you to Sedalia Principal, Mr. Jeff Johnson, for stopping by and reminding us why it's so important that our schools are properly funded.
Yeah, it was good to spend a few good minutes with Jeff the other day.
I see what you did there, Chris.
Yeah, I'm trying. He also talked to me about the fact that he was recently named the Playworks Principal of the Year nationally.
Not surprised.
Not at all. Playworks is a nonprofit group that helps schools reimagine what recess can look like. These photos were taken last year when Sedalia began their partnership with Playworks.
And it kind of levels the playing field. They also encourage normal recess conflict and then give kids strategies to work through that conflict.
Those strategies include playing Rochambeau and setting up junior coaches to help younger kids resolve their disputes. The results were astounding. Hardly any issues with playground discipline.
Still this year, knock on wood, I haven't had one discipline referral from recess.
All right, well, thank you and congratulations once again to Principal Johnson. Very well deserved. Chris, I think it's time for an e-learning update. E-learning.
That was weird.
All right, something different. This week's update is from Laura Brown. She's an 8th grade teacher, and this week she shared with us a way that she's helping kids disconnect from the screen for a little bit.
I kind of gave myself the challenge. I said, I will develop an assignment where students are not just staring at a screen for 45 minutes. And so I developed an activity, got them doing some sketching and doodling on paper while they had the option to listen to an audio of a story. And I was really proud of that. And a lot of kids really enjoyed the assignment.
All right, well, thank you to Laura Brown for sharing that e-learning update with us this week, and thank you for all you continue to do for our kids.
Yeah, definitely. Nate, I got a little something for you.
Okay.
It's chocolate-covered nuts, because I think you're a little nuts.
He's right.
Don't mind me, I'm just following the lead of a group of women in the Thunder Ridge community. They've been encouraging the staff at the high school with treats every month. The treats, as you can see, are always accompanied by a note of encouragement. Staff at Thunder Ridge say they have the best families living in their community. As a member of that community, I concur.
Chris, is that entire community made up of me? Because food happens to be my number one motivator.
We just wish you were there. If you want to move over, that'd be fine.
If you've got food, you don't have to ask me twice.
Duly noted. Speaking of that community, we're going to end the show by heading over to Coyote Creek for the one and only Mr. Shalansky, who's fighting the germs. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.